How you doing? Sean Tech here. Hey, so an interesting thought. I stumbled upon something while I was just rummaging around in the basement not too long ago. I stumbled upon a book of matches right here. Just your regular old, pack of matches to it on there. And it got me thinking, it got me thinking, well, number one, it got me thinking, I wonder what that looks like underneath the microscope. Like, what is a match, like all the little stuff that's on the blue, green, white, red stuff, what does that actually look like? But it also got me thinking, number two, what does it look like with additional things maybe done to it? It got me thinking, hey, kids, don't play. If there's kids watching this, don't play with matches, all right? Wait till you are a grown-up scientist like myself before you play with matches, or engineer, scientist, whatever you happen to be. Be a grown-up and play with matches. And even then, don't be stupid with matches or anything like that. So I'm going to take one of the matches out of this book. There's my safety thing for the day. Is what that is there. Let's take a look at what this looks like. I'm currently at 0.67x magnification, and well, I need a little bit more brightness on that. Can I get a little bit more? I'm going to turn on my secondary lamp to it so I can get a little bit more shine on this match here, just so I can get something there. And wow, what is this? Okay, so I see these are the little green tip matches. This is one where you actually have to strike it across the match. There's like the certain match sticks that are on there that actually can strike on a variety of different surfaces, but these actually need the stripe that's on the back of the matches to be able for it to light. Wow. So I'm currently at approximately 20x magnification. Now let me get that into focus. Let me get that a little bit more into focus, which is kind of where that... Whoa! It's porous! Holy cow! Look at all that. There's like these... I'm going to use a pair of tweezers here. There's like these little like green pores on that. You see that? Holy cow! Look at that. That's on every single side of the matchstick is what this is. Wow, look at those little pieces of compressed parts onto that right here. That's kind of neat here. I'm gonna try to leave you in a state in which you are potentially, I can increase the gain and the exposure just a little bit here. So I'm going to increase up the exposure just a little bit. Whoa, that's cool. Look at that. There's all kinds of little wood grains on there. It's a little piece of wood. Is what it is. I always thought it was just something different. I don't know. Is what it is. Wow, that's really kind of neat. So I pushed it back down so that it's a little bit more against the ground here, so that I can actually get a little bit better look at that. Wow, that's really kind of cool. It's really kind of looks like a goop that's sort of hardened on the thing. Like this thing was at some point just kind of dipped into something and then made. What's that stuff made of? Anyone know? Any match experts out there? Any matchmakers out there? I'm married, so it's you don't worry about me being a matchmaker. Anywho, let's take it a little bit closer at 30, and then even at 40x, and wow, oh cool. Little tiny crystals on there, little tiny holes. I'm gonna turn it over on its side. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. That is pretty neat, though. Look at that. Look at that. It's like the moon, except it's green. So it's like looking at the moon on an old Game Boy. Oh, that's pretty interesting. They must like dip this inside of some sort of liquid at some point and let it like kind of dry into place. I'd imagine it's something along those lines. But that's wow, check that out. That's really kind of a cool little thing. Even though the match, itself is actually kind of a neat, but the way it just kind of blobs over with that up there. Now, I am going to try one additional thing on here. I would like to see what the matchstick looks like while it's lit. Now, again, kids, don't play with matches. You didn't learn this from me. I'm an adult, so I can do this in a controlled environment with things like fire extinguishers and glasses of water near me to help put this thing out. So, kids, don't do this at home or anything like that. Adults, do this with your own risk at home or whatever. Legal stuff. Who cares? All right, so I've got the I've got the matchstick here, which is apparently made. That is some fine print. Made from 100% recycled paper board. That's what that kind of says. No, I didn't know that. Did you know that matches were made of recycled materials? I didn't know that. That's kind of a new thing, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to kill the exposure down just a little bit to kind of start to see where this thing is. I'm going to bring the exposure down to maybe about there. I really don't know what this is exactly going to look like underneath here. This could look like a whole variety of stuff here. So now I'm going to kind of strike like the cool person that I am. I mean, I'm totally cool and I can strike a match, you know. Maybe, oof, maybe not. Maybe I'm not cool. This is me demonstrating how not cool that I am. There we go. A little bit of a burning on there. So that's starting to burn. It's already actually gone out right now. So it hasn't entirely burned through. And that doesn't surprise me. I've got all kinds of like fans and whatnot that are kind of within the area. So then what does that look like if you look at something like that? I mean, you look at that and there's sort of a charred like area where it didn't fully catch. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at that! Look at that! It's gone. Look at that. Now it really does kind of look like the moon. You see that? There's almost like little things. There's almost like little things that are kind of mixed in there. You see that? You see that? You see that? Whoa, this is currently at 40x magnification, and 50x is where that's at right now. Whoa, that's kind of crazy looking. That really does kind of look like some far away moon or something like that, you know? I'll increase the exposure up just a little bit more. And you can even still kind of see like where it started kind of catching on to, the green part of it right there. Look at that. Whoa, there's some chemical reactions taking place there is what that is. Woohoo! Look at that. You know, that's the little leftover remains of the charred parts of whatever that matchstick happens to be made of with it on there. I'm not quite sure what it's made of, but it didn't get over to that part of it there. That's pretty neat, you know? I didn't quite expect that to look that interesting there. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, do you want me to take a look at something underneath this microscope back here? Well, kids, parents, put a couple of things in the comments and I'll see what I can scour around my house with on there. And thank you for all the support going on so far. It's been only a couple of days since I've really been on YouTube, and I'm hoping this is kind of helping out amongst all the stuff of parents having to stay at home while the COVID-19 virus has been going around all over the place here. So I'm hoping this is helping give your kids a little bit of some education and maybe giving some folks a little bit of some entertainment of some sort. Kids, folks, anything like that out there, you know, that's with it. So anyway, let me know if you want to check out something else in the next video on there, and I will see you on the next video. All right, see you later.